I've got the right one. Fantastic. All right, that's good news. All right, brilliant. We're up and away. Game week 7. I still can't believe it, man. I'm deadly in shock that the card predicted the Pigeon was going to be benched, and I put him on the bench. How good is it? What a way to start. I'm pretty sure I saw that. I just seen someone put it in the chat. I saw someone put in the chat, and I was like, no way. I hadn't even checked the lineups yet. I've been literally sitting there trying to force my dinner down my mouth. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be late. And I was technically a minute or two late because of the fact that I needed to eat. Otherwise, we're not good to go. So, but yeah, we're up. We're ready to go. Yeah, let's get the football up and about and let's see where we're at. All right, quickly, let's whack this on. So, yeah, it is. So, I said it. I said there'd be rotation. That's why I don't like players playing in Europe, because this year, we're going to see more and more of it, and it's just annoying me already. I'm just so glad that at the moment, provided the Pigeon doesn't come off the bench and score, that all of a sudden this week I've actually dodged it. So that's very good news, and long may that continue. All right, where's me sound at? All right, there we go. I need Xavi Simmons hat-trick now. Pigeon played 90 versus Bodo Glimt. Should have known, yeah. I know, that's why I was like, the card knew. I didn't know, but the card knew, so I'm here for it. All right, so Spurs is Vicario in goal, Poro at right back, Udogi left back, Van der Ven, Romero in the centre of defence, Bentancur, Paulinho, Odebert, Simmons, Kudos, and Tell up front. I'll get to the subs in a second. And then I've missed the Leeds one. That's how slow we are getting this up and running. Hold on, bear with me 1 second while I quickly get the lineups for the other one. Also, we'll have a different layout for the 3 p.m. kickoffs as well. All right, here we go. All right, and the timer should hopefully be working today. I'm going to stop it at 45 today as well, so I don't run into the same issues as yesterday. All right, so for Leeds, it's Darlow in goal. Bogle, Rodon, Strike, Goodmonson. It's Longstaff and Perdue and Stack in the midfield. And it's Aronson, Calvert-Lewin and Okafor in the front 3. And then for the bench, it's Meslier, Perere, Mchakia, Bijol, Harrison, Tanaka, Sebastian Bonawau, James Justin, Gruev. And then for Spurs, it's Kinski on the bench with Danzo, Richarlison, Gray, Bergval, Johnson, Spence, Pape Sarr, and Ben Davies. All right, I think we're ready to go. All right, where's my timer? Quick, let's get that up and about. Where is that? There we go. All right, let's turn that on. Hopefully it's doing the right thing today, and we're going to be all right. Where's it starting from? All right, start from 0. And start. All right, did that work? Yes. All right, we're good. We're good to go. Look at that. All right, I'm going to stop it at 45. Someone remind me when we get towards halftime just to sit there and do that so I don't forget. All right, we're up and about. Kickoff is away. All right, I don't know what to expect from this game. I've got no assets. I'm just hoping that whoever's got assets in this game, that they come through for you. Especially Dominic Calvert-Lewin, because I put him on the thumbnail, so it'd be nice if he actually got a goal. I'll watch about 30 minutes. First, fix the timer. Yeah, it's fixed for today. It's starting on from 0, and we're going to stop it at 45, and then we'll carry it on for the second half, and the second half kicks off. I didn't listen to the card, and here we go. I know. Could you believe it? Everyone was like, "Oh, I can't believe you're benching the Pigeon." And it was ironic. I threw the card up 3 separate times about the Pigeon versus Reinders and Bowen, and every single time it said to bench the Pigeon. So it's like the card kind of knew, don't do that. It's a dumb decision. Even though I wanted to play the Pigeon. Also, Koala Bear's not on the bench either, FYI. Just in case anyone was wondering either. Yeah, he did play 90 minutes, should have known. I need Xavi. I have a good feeling today with Spurs Xavi. All right, yes, Bailey, I like it. I'm here for it. Doesn't matter. He'll still come on and he will do something. You never know. Why your mini league name very long? Just is, mate. Just is. XOXO Lemon. It was a long-standing thing. I created it last year as a bit of a joke, and I just thought, let's stuff it. We'll just keep it rolling this year. So that's what it's called, and that's probably what it's always going to be called. If you think you can beat me, join the league. Come on, Xavi Simmons. Wildcard draft. Yes, MF said, I've been so busy this afternoon. I hope you guys understand. I've packed. I've mowed the lawn. I've cooked food for myself. I went to the gym. And then I was like, I've only got about 30 minutes here. I put together three really quick slides, and I recorded a 15-minute wildcard draft video, which at some point tonight, I will be uploading and it will go live at some point tomorrow. Also, I've just realized I've still got this on there. There we go. My bad. My God, someone should have said, what's with your graphic? Change it off that, you idiot. There we go. I've only just noticed that because I've only just looked at the actual thing. All right, we're going to put a poll in here about who's going to win. My bad. How bad is that? We'll be watching until I have to go for rugby. Very nice, Will. After that haul from Semenyo captain, and if Xavi Simmons gets a double-digit haul and Haaland blanks, I'll be in dreamland. I mean, I'll be in dreamland if Phil Foden goes nuclear on Sunday. I just hope that he does what the stats suggest he's going to do, and that Haaland does what he's done always at the G-Tech, and that's blank. So with some luck, I'll get lucky for once, and this will be the week where all of a sudden everything this season turns around in 1 week. And I just go roaring up the charts. All right, let's get our results in. All right, what will the result be? What will the result be? All right, question mark. And then Leeds win. Spurs win. And we'll go for draw. I can't believe today's goal rush is only 2 games, but it's good because I can actually watch both games fully all at once, which will be kind of hard work, but we should be able to do it anyway. And it is Man United, so that's going to be exciting. So we should have all the Man United fans joining for that one, which will be exciting. And then I'm going to stay on and do the Chelsea versus Liverpool game as well, just for anyone that's interested. And then at the end of that, I'm going to send you all to the pubcast and I'm going to bed. Even if I'm having a biblical week and Bruno, Bowen and Mbumo all return in the 3 p.m. kickoffs, I'm still going to bed. Because I need to drive, and it's a long drive. If it was like a 1 hour drive, like, yeah, I'm staying up. But a 6 hour drive, I need at least 6 hours sleep. And I've worked it out. If I go to bed at 2:30 in the morning, I can wake up at 9, which is 6.5 hours, and then drive 6 hours to Perth, which is 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then my flight is at 6:30, and it allows me a couple of hours leeway in case something happens along the way. There you go. That's my planning. My strategy, we're all good to go. United. I mean, oh. Wow. Okay. That was interesting. Old mate, someone just hit an absolute bullet of a volley, but he's hit it too well. He connected so well. He just smashed it into old mate's head, but it was going well wide, but it was a bloody good take. That's for sure. 16th place United versus third place title contender Sunderland. Watch along later. Yes, it is. I'll be definitely doing it. MFZ, definitely be doing that at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. blackout. D-Unit's got you covered. Stay here. I've got to end this stream and give myself 10 minutes of rest because I actually need to go and make myself a proper drink. I've literally just got what I was using to... I'll need a stronger drink for the Man United game. They're going to fry my nerves. I've already got a feeling. The card was right to start bowling over the pigeon. The card knows all. I know the card's myth just continues to grow. And so sometimes these calls just don't make any sense and then it just all goes big. Hoping for a big shift from Simmons today. Nice. Where is Luke Ayling? Good question. Where is he? 5 mil game week 2 to now 45k. Doesn't get much better with the games. Yes, Tommy, that's what we love to hear. Excited for the 3 p.m. games. 2-0 Eels nailed on. No chances. There's no way Man United are keeping a clean sheet, mate. No way. That game has goals written all over it. And I do say, I reckon Jared Bowen's going to blank Arsenal. They've got they've got a very good recent record against Arsenal. At Arsenal do West Ham. So I'm excited to see if my predictions about Jared Bowen getting something in that game come to fruition. Because if they do, I'm going to look like an unbelievable genius. And Jared Bowen's only at 6.5% ownership, but sadly, if he does something today, it's probably going to go significantly upwards after that, I would suggest. Also, I need to probably share this because I haven't even bothered to do that yet, so bear with me 1 second while I quickly do that. Then I'll probably need to send my missus a message because she's probably going, why have you ignored me all day? I've been busy, that's why. FPL Ryan's trying to steal my fun to piss off, mate. I bet you don't do it anywhere as good anyway. Leeds hit the post. Rodens hit the post. He could have scored again for the second week running. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, they're in again. No, they're not. I mean, Leeds early doors looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good. I hope Arsenal blank. Screw Mark Goldbridge. I heard Goldbridge wants to collab with you. He's excited for this new opportunity. I was going to send him a message during the summer because I always ask for new people. I was like, oh, look, if you want some FPL watch-along content for the Man United, like United stand mark, just hit me up, mate. Because I reckon me and you could probably go to town on some of these players, no problem at all. I have Man U versus Sun on my BTTS ACCA. Yeah, nice. Think you might need a quadruple vodka, never mind a double for United today. So close, it was very close. I don't get people thinking West Ham is easy target. They're not. They're not an easy target. They should no longer be a green fixture, I don't think. Under Potter, yes, but it's Nuno now. No, need a Leeds goal. What was Vicario doing? I'm not sure what Vicario was doing there, but it was interesting. It was exceptionally interesting. I don't know what he was doing, is the honest answer to that. All right, let's quickly share this. There we go. All right, get that in there. All right, where am I? There we go. And let's whack this also. Join me. Goat call again of the card that said to bench the benched pigeon. Also, remind me, between this game and the next one, someone remind me at the end of this stream, before I come back for the 3 p.m. games, I've got a few emojis I want to put in for the people that've got badges in their thing. I've got some more new emojis that I need to whack in before the 3 p.m. games. So someone just remind me to do it, because I've got them here ready to go. I just haven't done them. It's slipped my mind the last couple of days. So, but I've got them, and I was meant to do it. I just completely forgot. All right, there we go. Lovely stuff. All right, I've done that. Let's turn that off. Don't need that anymore. Actually, no, that was another thing. Mrs. Send her a message. Keep her happy. Right, what's she saying? Sammy's getting... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. She's got a bad tummy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Sorry, I'm just sending her a get well message. All right, I've sent her a message. Hopefully I sent her enough of a message that she's actually happy with it, because I'd sent her a very rushed one where I wasn't really paying attention to what I was sending, but I've sent something. That's how you get in trouble. Don't do what I just did. It never ends well. I'm telling you straight off the bat, it never ends well. All right, here we go. Kudos. Nice little jink round there. Oh, you doggy. Oh, you doggy. You doggy's going to do some you doggy. I think. Potentially. I don't know. He might. Well, here we go on the tender box. Oh, Pellinha's looking for the same trick as he did last week against Wolves, but he's absolutely ballooned that one about row Z, about 10 rows over the bar. Horrible effort. Go to town. Pause. The missus, she's not feeling well. Not good. Hopefully I sent enough of a nice message to make her feel better. Hopefully she's not watching the stream, or else I'm absolutely cooked. Please get me a gold Poro. West Ham structure is definitely better, but I can't help feeling that bar Bowen, their quality just isn't there anymore. I would agree. Alfie, you've raised a really good point, mate. I think that West Ham's, they definitely lack some quality in that team. They definitely lack some quality in that team. I would 100% agree with that. For Wildcard 8, would you go Juve and Bowen? You have to wait until you see that video that's coming out tomorrow, FPL MFZ. But I'll give you a hot tip. They're both in there. I just think West Ham's fixtures are so good. Like, they are so good. Like, let me have a look at their fixtures again. Yeah, like Brentford at home, Leeds away, Newcastle at home, Burnley at home, Bournemouth away, Liverpool home's not good in game week 13. That's Man United, Brighton. I think between now and game week 13, West Ham have amazing fixtures. That's the honest answer. That's why I think that Jarrod Bowen's is going to continue to tick along. The dude scored 3 goals literally off scraps this season. Imagine when he actually starts getting a system that actually helps him out. He's going to be so much better. He's going to be so much better. 100%. I have DCL as my striker tonight. Please score 2 goals, DCL. I know Napstar's a legend of the chat. She's normally in here, and I'm sure she'll be in here later. She's also got Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but she's also got the Pigeon. So I did say I was benching the Pigeon based off what the card said. And yeah, it looks like the card knew that the Pigeon was going to get benched. I love it when things like that happen. I'm a Leeds fan, and Leeds are smashing. Yeah, I love it. And they are. They've started very well, I would agree. Murat, how are you, buddy? Paulinho looks like an SS officer in 1942. I could see that, actually. You can imagine him dressed up in one of them uniforms. Mint. Absolutely mint. Great call. Great observation. Is it wrong to have Strand, Larson and Wildcard 8? No, but I wouldn't have him if... I actually, the front three in my wildcard draft video I'm putting out are Jared Bowen, João Pedro and Haaland. I think Chelsea's fixtures between now and game week 13 are incredible as well. So I think that realistically it makes a lot of sense to go with him. And he's also suspended from the Champions League. So another reason not to panic about that one. Simmons looks more like he is good at karate rather than football at this point. Yeah, fair. 1942, how old are you? 990, mate. I love it. Bowen has 3 goals and 6 in that awful side under Potter with no service. Imagine what he could do. Exactly. I couldn't agree more, Will. I could not agree more. Like Jared Bowen, he's lucky that West Ham have him. No. West Ham's lucky they have Jared Bowen. That's what I was meant to say. They're lucky, very lucky that they have Jared Bowen because Jared Bowen he's been doing well. You dodged a bullet on the Pigeon, all in on the Bowen play now. I know. And we know that Bowen's going to be starting. We don't have to look there. Unless he's injured or he's sick, he's 100% starting. He never gets rested. So, and he'll play 90 minutes. So that was the allure in the end, I think. And then when the card said Reinders 3 times over the Pigeon, well, that was it. Oh, here we go. Spurs are through. No, good defending. Great defending from, I think that was Rodon. Getting a defensive contribution there. We all love to count the defensive contributions. My God. Why do I keep counting them? It's like, it's the worst part of watching these games. I keep sitting there going, oh, is that a defensive contribution? I haven't even got these players and I'm still counting the bloody things. Horrible. I woke up too late hearing Rodon hit the post and I started him. Oh, I mean, that was so unlucky. It could have gone, yeah, it could have been a magical start, a very magical start for people that are playing their Leeds defenders today. And look, to be honest, I'd be quite comfortable playing Leeds defenders based off what I've seen from Tottenham the last 2 games. Against Wolves, they were pretty damn poor. And against Bodo Glimt, for most of that game, they were also pretty damn poor. So I'd be quite happy playing a Leeds player today. Provided it's not Stack, because I don't rate Stack. But yeah, if you've got one of the other 2, by all means, it'd be really good, I'd reckon. If you know, you know. He basically can't leave because of who he... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's there for life. He's definitely going nowhere, that's for sure. Even if Liverpool or someone like that came in for him, I don't reckon he'd move anymore. Oh, good. I think that was a save or just a palm out from Darlow. Paulinho's gone for another shot, but it's been blocked by someone. Don't know who. I don't really know the Leeds players as well. This is actually my first Leeds game I've watched, other than the Arsenal versus Leeds game back in game week 2. So this is going to be an interesting watch because I've not actually seen them in person, but I've heard that they're actually half decent. So again, it'll be interesting to see how they go. Isaac versus United or Bowen versus Brentford, who's a better captain? Bowen. I think Bowen is, personally. Who have Liverpool got in the Champions League in match day 3? Because whoever that is, if it's a good team, you'd imagine that Ekitike might start against United and Isaac will start on the bench. Depends on who it is it really does depend on who they've got in the Champions League, I think, more than anything else. Simmons almost got an assist, I know. Went very close, Kyle. How would you rank Burnley, Leeds and Sunderland in terms of CS and attack? I've watched a few Sunderland games this year, and I think that they've been class. I'm very concerned for a couple of hours' time. So yeah, 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm very scared. I'm very scared for them. Not even going to lie about that. It's concerning, very concerning that we're playing Sunderland. I feel like Sunderland could end the Amarin era tonight if they get it right. I think Sunderland are the best of the three. I think Leeds come in at next. I think Leeds defensively are really good. I'm just not convinced about their attack. I mean, any team that's starting with Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front always gives me room for concern. But that doesn't mean they're not a good attack. It just means I'm yet to be convinced. But I'm watching them in this game and they've looked all right. But then again, the best chances have fallen to their defenders. So it's not like Dominic Calvert-Lewin's lining up to put it in the back of the net at the moment. Let's put it that way. And then for Burnley, I really rate Anthony. The more I've watched Burnley quite a few times this season, and that dude is just so good. He keeps getting goals and like decent chances. Oh, here we go. Leeds attacking again. Edge of the box. That looked like a foul, surely. Apparently not. Play on. I mean, Leeds have looked pretty, like they've got into these good areas and created quite a few set-piece opportunities. And it'll be interesting to see how Spurs go because obviously they played in Europe a couple of days ago. Leeds have had the full week. Yokero's hat-trick today, I'm calling it. No chances of a Yokero's hat-trick today, I don't think. I mean, it could happen, but I just don't think it will happen. I wouldn't even be surprised if he started on the bench after Arteta's comments yesterday. Defensive contributions versus assistant manager is only one way to find out. Fight. I mean, it's a no-brainer. The assistant manager was actually an exciting chip. Defensive contributions is just crap. Haven't you watched Leeds a few years ago? Oh, yeah, I've watched them a few years ago, but they were always a team where you knew you'd score a lot of goals. Man United would play them and they'd actually score goals against them. So that's what I remember of Leeds. This Leeds is not like that Leeds. So they're very different in that respect. Frankfurt away versus Liverpool. Liverpool already lost to Olympiacos, so they can't afford to get rolled in that game as well. Assistant manager himself, Mr. Darius Cole. Yeah, exactly. Xhaka is something special pending for United, probably. Who gets sacked first, Ange or Amarin? I'm going to go with Ange. Oh, that was a good throw-in from Leeds there. Somehow Spurs get rid of it. I need Ugarte double-foot Xhaka today. Spurs are shooting from 25 yards out. Frank doesn't fancy his strikers against that Leeds defence. Obviously. I guess Ange, Harry. I'll be back later. It's happening. All right, Will. We are not even able to sack the loser. Exactly. We can't sack him if we want. It costs too much money to sack him. I've got one free transfer. I don't know whether to do Cunha to Anthony or Watkins to Bowen. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I don't know. I don't actually know who I'd recommend for that, to be honest. I don't know who's more... I feel like it depends on what happens in today's game. Like, if Bowen scores today, I think it's a no-brainer to bring him in. But again, Cunha could go mental today, and all of a sudden we're like, oh, hold on, maybe selling Cunha's not a good idea. So, yeah, it's one of them weird ones, that one. Arsenal have Slavia Prague at the UCL next, so I'd expect that's where the benchings will come. Yeah, probably. It's Lemon's Day, Darius. You'd like to hope so. I mean, if he's not eating his lemons now, when is he going to eat them? When's he going to eat them? Oh, my God. You know what? Xavi Simons likes a dive on the floor. He got booked, what was it, last game week? No, not last week game week. The first game week he was in the Premier League, he got the assist and he also got booked for diving. And he just went to ground then looking for a penalty. He's obviously been too brought up to fall on the floor at the slightest part of contact. He just doesn't do a very good job of it because he's not fooling anyone doing what he just did then. Definitely not fooling me. He might fool VAR. You never know. VAR, whoever's in the booth today, if they've got Xavi in their team, maybe they'll maybe they'd be looking at that with a little bit more scrutiny than I did. Actually, what did I go with in this result? I went 1-1, didn't I? 1-1. Let me have a look. Where's my score predictions on that slide above me? I'm sure I went 1-1. All right, I'm going to end that poll now. So let's see what people have come up with. Because we're about 20 minutes into the game now. That's long enough to get your predictions in. Let's have a look at what it says. All right, 49% of you think Spurs will win. Leeds win 27%. Draw only 24%. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Please, Amron, don't force me to watch Dallo ball today. I mean, we know it's coming. Dallo, I'll be ranting about Dallo for the first 10 minutes of the next stream. I can put money on it right off the bat. Amron just loves to piss me off with his team selections. That's one thing I'll definitely agree with Mark Goldbridge. Amron is doing a very good job of pissing the fans off with some of these team selections because no one wants to see Dallo at right wing back or left wing back. We just don't want to see Dallo in the team. Well, I don't want to see Dallo in the team anyway. He's a spoiled brat. I almost forgot Aston Villa of Jadon Sancho until I was reading a post yesterday. I know. He hasn't done much yet. If you could add anybody to your team today, who is it? That's playing today? Or I just want in my team? I would... It's a toss-up between Enzo Fernandez and Ismail Assar. I'm not sure who I'd go for. But if we go for someone. All right, here we go. Kudos. Oh, it's a goal. Is it a kudos? Oh, it's a tell goal. Tell goal. It's 1-0 to Spurs. Unbelievable stuff. Yes, it is. Good deflection. I mean, they're quite lucky. They're very lucky that it's 1-0. But there goes the Leeds clean sheet, boys, unfortunately. Tell goal. Who would have thought that? That's why the pigeon was benched. All right, let me have a look back. Look back at this replay. All right, let's have a look. All right. Oh, he's definitely onside. Kudos with the assist if it counts as an assist or if it's an own goal. All right, let me have a look at the shot. Where's the shot going? I think that goes down as a kudos assist. I can't see that being given as an own goal. I don't think. Yeah, it's got to be a kudos assist. 100% kudos assist. Definitely kudos assist. And yeah, it's a Tell goal. That's why they benched the pigeon, boys, because Tell was going to score. That could have been the pigeon, but no, pigeon wouldn't have got that. He would have been too slow for that, I think. Flappy Bird shouldn't be starting, I agree. Darius, are you glued to that chair? No, I'm not. I'm not. Just trying to get a little bit comfortable because it's a bit sicky today. It's still quite warm in Kalgoorlie today. It was closer to 30 degrees, so yeah. Getting kudos yellow. Man United need a bit of lemons today. Yep. Yeah, so I'd go with Enzo Fernandez or Ismail Assar. Those are the two players I really like at the moment that I don't have. Yeah. Pigeon would have flown today if he started. I reckon he can still do something once he gets subbed in, potentially. It is definitely a Tell goal. Definitely a Tell goal. D-Unit. D-Tuck, how are you going, buddy? FPL gave Kudos the assist. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way that was an own goal. Definitely no way that was an own goal. Oh, no, Xavi hasn't got that. I thought for a second he pulled up with a hamstring, but it's not. He just gave up the chase and thought, I'm going to conserve some energy there. That's exactly what I would have done as well. If someone hits a ball like that to me, I just turn around and give him a filthy look and go, what do you expect me to do? Become Usain Bolt? Even he wouldn't have got that ball. How do you think Tell would have played at Man United? Probably crap. Kudos jam again. Oh, yeah. I mean, the people who got Kudos are loving life. The dude just keeps on getting these assists. Is that his fifth assist of the season now? Let me double check. Is that his fifth assist of the season? I feel like it is. Let me have a look. Let's go to transfers and Kudos. Oh, Leeds. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. Oh, he's just wasted a fabulous chance as Dominic Calvert-Lewin. What a great chance. That's his fifth assist of the season, kudos. So he's on 5 assists for the season now. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, oh, he just leant back. He's just such a bad finisher. I don't know why Let's Talk FPL froths him so much. He can't finish a biscuit. It's like watching D Tucking having a shot from about 5 yards out and thinking it's probably got an 80% chance of not going in, even though it should be a banker for anyone that's got half a decent left foot. Or, in his case, half a decent right foot. Oh, and Spurs are away. Kudos. Oh, Kudos has done the same thing. Kudos has missed an absolute sitter as well. Oh, my God, it's a sitter for a sitter miss. Dominic Calvert-Lewin spread it off to Kudos. Kudos with exactly the same chance as Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Probably even easier because he had no pressure on him at all. He could have taken a touch and then finished. He's gone for the first time finish and he's got it horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. Please send Kudos off. Kudos on 4 defensive contributions. Yes, we're all counting that stuff. Lovely stuff. Dominic Calvert-Lewin doing Dominic Calvert thing. Need another wild card. Oh no. Yes, thank God. Kudos, oh mate. Good old Kudos. Taking him out. Taking him out. Oh, it's an open game. I feel like there's going to be more goals in this game. I'm 100% on Dominic Calvert-Lewin complaining because Van de Ven gave him a little corky on the calf. Probably going to go down holding his head in a second. Messed up his hairdo. I need him to score 2 goals today. DCL, please. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. The chat's sending you a rocket, mate. Sort yourself out. Get the hair tied up. Get on with it. Oh, no. He's limping. Look at him. He's such a soft player. I was going to call him something else, but I'm not going to be that mean. I guarantee he goes down holding his leg in a second. Give it another 5 minutes. He'll be like, I want to sub. I want to sub. I can't do it. My hair. My hair. Yeah, look, he's limping. He's limping like the big baby that he is. Sort yourself out. The chat's not happy with you. You took out Richarlison at the right time. I know I did. I know. He definitely looks a little... He looks proppy. He looks proppy. He's going to go down holding that leg in a second, I'm telling you. He's trying to walk it off. You can just tell the way he's hunching over. It's like, oh, you know, I'm just going to pull out of this game. Can't be bothered. Leeds are definitely creating some stuff, though. Like, I've been, well, relatively impressed. I wouldn't say I'm impressed, but I'm relatively impressed. What was the Senesi sub about yesterday? I think it was just tactical. I think it was very much just tactical. A tactical sub. That's what I would put that down as. How the hell was someone on 73 points? They must have triple captained Semenyo yesterday. 60 points, and then they must have had Clivert, maybe? I was trying to work out how the highest points from yesterday is 73. Who scored for Fulham yesterday? I should remember this. I watched the game with you all. I can't remember who scored for Fulham. Dominic Calvert-Lewin masterclass in progress. 100%. I mean, this game is super open. I think that both teams are going to score here. I don't think there's going to be a clean sheet. I can't see Spurs keeping a clean sheet. Unless all the chances keep falling to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, then potentially they might, because that dude does not know how to finish a biscuit. Sessegnon, yes, Sessegnon, that's the one. Thank you very much. I knew someone would help me out in the chat. Yeah, that's right, Sessegnon. I mean, surely no one had that. Surely no one had that. Romero on 5 DC, keep on going. Yes, Jashan, look at that. The DC numbers in this game have been quite high because the game's been quite open and it's been going from end to end. So that should contribute, in theory, to a lot of DC points being accumulated. Oh! Wow, what a ball in. I don't know if that was from Kudos again. Whoever whipped that in, that was a great ball. It was Kudos again. Kudos putting in another amazing ball. Unbelievable. Oh, he's saying a handball on Bogle. I don't know about that. Who knows? VAR just, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what a handball is anymore. I thought the Gabriel one against Newcastle last week was a clear handball. And to be honest with you, I think that's probably close to a clear handball as well. His hand's not down near his side. They just make it up as they go along. In Europe, that's a handball. In the Premier League, it's whatever the VAR thinks. If they haven't got that player in their FPL team, it's not a handball. Or if they do, and it's going to hurt them, he's also not a penalty. I swear that's how they work it out. So what the challenges are flying in this game as well. Longstaff's just been copped by, I think, Paulinho. He's not getting booked, though. And Tell's down holding something as well. Tell's hitting the ground, looking like he's trying to say he's in pain. Oh, yeah. Paulinho's come across him and old mate's rolled his ankle. That looks a bit painful. Odegaard, who is this guy? Tell down, yeah. Spurs finishing being trash. I want to throw my shoe out the window. The Pigeon time. I think you could be right. The Pigeon might be about to come on 31 minutes into this game. It doesn't look good for Tell. It does not look good for Tell. He's definitely looking like he's not happy. I mean, there's no one else they can bring on. The Koala Bear's not on the bench, is he? No, he's not. I didn't read out his name before. No, I didn't. No Koala Bear on the bench. It has to be the Pigeon. The Pigeon's got to fly the coop. Hold on, I've got an emoji for that. Hold on. Let me put it in here. All right, I'm going to try and do this on the fly. Bear with us 1 sec, folks, while I try and work this out. Oh, my God, what's going on here? All right, collections. Where's my... Hold on. On this device. Where's the saved images that I've saved? Let me see if I can figure this out on the fly. Yeah, there's no Koala Mani, no Koala Bear. Koala Bear's still missing in action. I mean, what a signing. Has he even played a minute for Tottenham yet? I don't think he has. He's been there like 2 months and he's done absolutely crickets for him. All right, let's have a look. Let's see if I can find this. All right, downloads. That's what I'm after. Okay, well, I have no idea where I put it. Hold on, Luke might have sent it to me. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. Right, where's Luke? Luke. All right, yes, there we go. Save that one. Save. Save. All right, what else has he got for me? All right, we've got this one. Save. All right, where's the Pigeon? Oh, I'm going to ask him. Have you got that Pigeon emoji? All right, I'm going to send him a message. See if he sends it to me. Then I'll upload it to the chat. Oh, Leeds. Nice ball in. Oh, what a save. It's a goal. It's a level. It's Okafor has scored and levelled for Leeds. There it is. Bang, bang, bang. It's 1-1. There goes the Spurs clean sheet. I'm glad I didn't buy a Spurs defender. They are crap. Spurs doing Spursy things. We love to see it. It's 1-1. I should be hating Leeds scoring, but it's against Spurs, and Spurs are like one of my least favourite clubs from an FPL perspective. It's 1-1. 35 minutes gone. Fantastic stuff. Well, 34 minutes gone, sorry. The timer's literally bang on the timer that's on my screen for like the game. I'm like off by about 5 seconds. Yeah, there it is. I don't think that's offside. I think that's a goal. Nah, it's definitely a goal. It's definitely a goal. He's well onside. Well onside. Well, I'm pretty sure he is. I mean, Vicario saves it, but then he on the way down on his landing, he's like, ironically, a beach ball was on there as well. I mean, which is quite funny. I mean, it could have been like, you remember that famous beach ball incident? When was it? It was Darren Bent scored off a beach ball against Liverpool. I can't remember who it was for. I think it might have been Charlton. I think he was playing for Charlton back in the day, and he hit a shot and he hit a beach ball and it went in. And that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. And Liverpool fans are crying up and down the country, which, let's be honest, being a United fan, we definitely do enjoy these kind of moments. And yeah, the beach ball, was a fiasco that Liverpool just said it should be happening, it shouldn't have stood, etc., etc., and it did. And Darren Bent scored it, and it was a brilliant goal because the beach ball was a great assister that day. Vicario Dunn and Anana parried the ball to an opponent or not away. Exactly. I thought Fulham were your most hated Premier League team. Sunderland, Bent. Sunderland. Yes, Bent. It was Sunderland. I knew it was for one of those teams up there. I just couldn't remember which one. There we go. Very good. The chat have corrected me. Thank you very much. It was a great moment, though, nonetheless. And it was a similar part. Charlton are near the north part of England, right? Or are they south? And I've completely bottled it, and I've completely not aware of where my geography is. I feel like I'm right, but maybe I'm wrong. Why did I start Van de Ven over Van Dijk? The card knew. The card played Richards over Van de Ven. It just kind of knew that Spurs were conceding. I mean, it's been pretty hot on Spurs this week so far. Pigeon benched. Van de Ven concedes. Who am I to dispute the card? It's more intelligent than me, let's be honest. And it doesn't even have a brain, and I've got a brain. Surely a red to kudos here. Oh, Leeds through again. Longstaff? Oh, he's ballooned it over the bar. He's got too excited as well. He thought he was prime Maradona again from last week where he scored. Your card was wrong so far. Why did I start Van Dijk? Surely Ricard, Charlton, London. Oh, my God, I'm miles off of Charlton. Look at that. Sunderland's in Wales. It is not Gary. It's near the Toon. It's probably part of the Toon. Sunderland and the Toon are very close by, I think. They're definitely northeast. Northeast. I've been to Newcastle. I know where it is. I've probably driven past Sunderland, potentially. And I've been to Middlesbrough. So I'm pretty sure they're all the same. Sunderland are Tearside. Tearside. Tearside? Is that how you say it? Tyneside. No, Newcastle's Tyneside. Sunderland are Tearside. Have I got that right? Someone let me know if I've got that right. I'm butchering it. Absolutely butchering it. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, man. Every time I see the ball go in the air near him, I'm like, is he actually going to do anything? Or is he just pretending like he's going to do something and just does nothing? I did enjoy my time in Newcastle. I went to Loose Fest. I met a bunch of Geordies up there and we had an absolutely fantastic time. In fact, the only criticism I've got is the line to get into Loose Fest on the first day took about 2 hours. It was the slowest moving entrance line I've ever come across in my entire life. And I made so many friends with a bunch of Geordies that were in the line, and we were just basically saying how crap the UK ability to let people into a festival is, which was pretty poor. It was very poor. It was a great night out. Great 2 nights out, actually. One of my mates, was that the night? No, we went to Park Life in Manchester. And one of my mates picked up, like, some bloke must have had, like, you know, the work tops on or whatever. And so it was a big night. I'm not going to say what we did, but it was a big night. And I wanted to watch 50 Cent, and I was, you know, I went into this night. The first night at Park Life, I'd had no sleep the night before. We were meant to have a quiet night, and we ended up going out in Reading, and then that went to a house party, and then I had no sleep. And we caught the train at 6 a.m. in the morning up to Manchester to go to Park Life. So I've rolled up to Park Life completely drunk, amongst other things, and just completely gone in there. And I just remember the day being an amazing, blurry mess, but very good mess. And yeah, it was great. And then ironically, my mate, who's a bit of a loose unit, he picked up a bar staff member's uniform, put it on, hopped behind the bar and stole a crate of beer. And we took the beer back to our place after the first night of Park Life and had a carton of beer for free. And just because of the fact that he was a bit of a daredevil and decided, let's give it a go. That's exactly what he did. It's quite a good story, actually. I think it's time to get rid of Spurs assets. I would agree. The Pigeon is definitely on the way out. You went Loose Fest. I did. It was one of the more poorly run festivals I think I've been to in the UK, but it was still pretty good. Come on, that's class. I got tickets for the very first one and it kept getting cancelled because of COVID. I think we went to the first one post-COVID because I went in 2022. So this is really funny. So in 2022, I went to snowbombing. Then I went to Creamfield South. I went to Dream Valley, which was the very first Dream Valley. I don't know if they're doing that anymore. I think they've morphed it into the one that's the one that's in London. I can't remember the name of it that I never went to, but it's always when I'm not in the country. And then I went to Tomorrowland, and I went to Loose Fest the weekend after Tomorrowland. And going from Tomorrowland to Loose Fest is like the definition of going from. I'm just trying to put it like a place that I can think of. It's like going from the crappy side of Croydon to Mayfair. That's the best way of describing it. Literally, in terms of festivals, it was like going from Mayfair down to the Bronx in Croydon, where you don't know what's going to happen. That's what it felt like. Sunderland is Wearside. See, I was close. Wearside, Teesside, same thing. Middlesbrough, Teesside. Yes, Middlesbrough is definitely Teesside. Yeah, I've been there. Did DCL just dribble the ball out at the line? I believe he did. Definitely got the bags in. That's hilarious. No comment. I'm from, and I think that Lucis was the Black Eyed Peas. Yes, the Black Eyed Peas. Yes, that was the one that I went to, Mohammed. I went to that one. Black Eyed Peas were performing, and they had to stop it because someone decided to get a little bit too excited doing something, and they had to stop singing for like 5 minutes or whatever, and then that person got thing. Ironically, that night when we left Lou Fest, I've actually got a really sick video of it. I have to share it like one of these watch-alongs at some point when I find it. I have to like come up with all this good stuff that I've got good ideas for. And and when we were leaving Loose Fest on the first night, so I was with my mate Matty, his missus at the time, Steph, and another friend of mine, Maisie, and we were walking out, and no word of a lie, we just see this trolley with a body bag going past. And I was like, I just turned around and I said, hey, some people just, they don't know what their limits are, do they? I was like, I don't know if there was anyone in there or anything, but like, it was just like, what the hell? And we were all a bit out of it, and then we just see that, and I was like, going, and it was just some random, like there was no one else. We're like one of the last few people out of this festival, and then we just see this site, and I was like, going, did we just see that correctly? What did we just watch then? It was madness. Some people just don't know their limits, let's be honest. Tomorrowland is a bucket list. Tomorrowland is if you've never been to Tomorrowland, you like music, you have to go. If there's one festival I will 100% recommend that I've been to, I would recommend that one. And snowbombing's up there as well. I love snowbombing. I love going to ski. I mean, I still don't know how I've survived 2 rounds of snowbombing, including this year when I went, and I was actually making content somehow still, while I was definitely not sober the entire time I was making that content. I was just lucky that the videos actually didn't, other than the fact my voice sounded like I'd been drinking non-stop, it was still it was a surreal experience. I definitely recommend checking it out. If you enjoy your music festivals, two of the best. Kudos getting red, Man United poor side. I would agree, Colm. I'm happy to see Rasmus balling. Yes, seeing Rasmus score the other night was really good. I think Spurs might get a red card today. I think it's possible. It's possible. Talk about the football, lad. Isn't Tomorrowland going to cost at least? Yeah, it costs a lot of money. Now, Spurs are crap. I love the festival stories. It's all right. We're back to the football. It's almost half-time. We're into the 44th minute. We are about 1 minute away from the half-time. I don't think there's going to be too much injury time. In fact, we're probably going to get about 2 minutes. But I'm going to stop the timer on 45. So that way, when we start the second half, we'll be good to go. Unlike yesterday where it went back to 0 and it confused everyone that joined. Today, we're going to stop it at 45 so you know it's half-time. And then we'll come back to it in the second half. All right, quickly. I need to do that now. We've just gone past 45. I need to stop it. Quick. Go there. All right, let's pause. All right, pause. All right, we're going to stop it at 45-21. That's close enough to 45. Will Lamens start? You would think so. If Lamens doesn't start, what's he doing? What's he waiting for? Spurs are rubbish, I would agree. No matter how crap Ange is, we know we win. Ironically, that's the only I think, what was it? There's a stat going around that of the last 10 games that Ange has played, the only manager he's beaten is Amarin and Manchester United. Oh, Tell's at the post, at the crossbar. Oh, and it looks like I don't know, there's something wrong with his leg. That should have, oh dear. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, that's got to be close to a yellow card. He just shoulder barged old mate off the ball. All right, Tell's just hit the crossbar. He could have had a second. I mean, he doesn't look, he's having a game, Tell. I mean, if anyone brought the Tell in, it's been quite telling. Let's be honest. It's been quite telling. You coming to EDC in Phuket or Tomorrowland in Thailand, you should. The crowds are much better than the West. Track the damage. I might be going to Tomorrowland in Thailand next year. Yes, I might be doing that because it's obviously much closer to me than going to the other one. I'm joking. Keep up with the good tender. I'm a new subscriber. Thank you very much, buddy. Good to hear. Welcome to the family. Also, Rahi's just joined the chat. He's one of our moderators. If you haven't already joined the WhatsApp chat, he's going to drop it in here in a second because I am incapable of doing so because I've got this open on my computer rather than my phone for once. Yes, thank you very much, Colin. Please smash a like on the stream as well. Van de Ven goal or red cards for Kudos, Goodmonson, Stackham, Rodon. Let's have it. Let's have a 7 versus 7 in the second half. I'm here for that. I can definitely get excited about that. Need a Cunha goal. I can't afford 0007 Cunha. Oh, that would be painful, man. Imagine if he gets that. So how many games has Cunha played? So he missed game week 5. He's missed 2 games. So he's got another 2 games to dodge the 007, I think, if I've got it correct. Because he didn't play in game week 4. Didn't play in game week 4. And he played off the bench in game week 5. No, he's got one more game. He's got a, yeah, he can go to the 8th game week. And if he doesn't return by then, he will be officially 007. That always happens. Players come to Man United. It's like it's a rite of passage. Become a 007 or you're no good. You cannot play for this club. If you start off with 1-0, no good. We don't want you. Go back to wherever you came from. You're too good for Man United. That's what it feels like anyway. All right, we're into the 4th minute of injury time now in the first half. So it is almost half time. I've just stopped the clock there so you know that it's going to be half time in a second. Hopefully it will be half time without a goal or else that will be very awkward. Oh, Kudos. Kudos has actually played really well today. I'm not going to lie. I've been super impressed with his ability to jink past defenders, wriggle his way free. The one person I've been very unimpressed with is Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but that was no surprise. I'm not Andy from Let's Talk FPL, so that was never a surprise. I wasn't going to be impressed by him. But it is what it is. Did you find your passport and other stuff? I couldn't remind you yesterday as I had to go back. Yes, I've definitely got it. Passport's ready. Just need to make sure I don't forget it. I need to make sure I put that in my suitcase tonight. Otherwise, there's a strong likelihood I'll wake up in the morning, think I've got everything, and I'll leave without it. And then I'm absolutely cooked. Because I'm not going anywhere then. See you there. But EDC in Phuket will be worth it too. Deadmau5. Oh, Deadmau5 is amazing, man. I remember seeing him. Right, it's officially halftime now. It's 1-1 at halftime. No clean sheets will be happening here. At the moment, all the defenders are going to be blanking except if they're racking up the defensive contribution points. And we'll have a quick look at how they are looking now at halftime in this game. All right, where are we at? Let's have a look. All right, Leeds versus Spurs. It is Okafor with the goal for Leeds and an Aronson assist. And for Spurs, it was Tell with the goal and a Kudus assist. Currently, it's Okafor leading the way with 3 bonus, followed by Tell with 2 and Aronson with 1. Kudus has only got 10 bonus points because he's already been booked. That's why. I didn't actually see the Kudus yellow card. Maybe he's going to get himself sent off. You guys could be right. All right, defensive contributions. There has been a lot of them. Bentancur 7, Pedro Porro 5, Romero 5, Kudus 4, Tell 4, Van de Ven 3, Odebert 3, Paulinho 3, Udogi 2, and Xavi 2. And for Leeds, it's Bogle with 5, Goodmonson with 5, Stack with 5, Rodon with 3, Ampadu with 3, Longstaff with 3, Calvert-Lewin with 3, Strike with 2, Aronson 2, and Okafor with 2 as well. So that's the state of play at halftime. There we go. Rahi's just whacked the chat in the thing there. Yeah, if you want to sit there and talk, I'm also in the chat group and I talk in there. So make sure you do hit that. It's free. We don't charge for it. Free service. Oh dear. So my missus, apparently, she burnt her lip that bad yesterday. It's blistered. Actually, I think I've just sent the accidental. I've sent the wrong emoji. I was meant to send the sad face. I sent the laughing face. Change in climate. I just said apparently she hasn't been feeling well the whole time she's been out there. I was like, oh, it's probably because of the fact you've come from Australia, and the dust levels here are very different to what they are in Europe. And that's probably what her problem is, I think. Also the fact that she's not built the same way as the D-Unit, let's be honest. I assure you it's better than your average Fantasy Football Hub AI stuff. 100%. 100%. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, thank you very much, Rahi. I'm excited for the United game later, but I'm also exceptionally nervous. We're an hour and 38 minutes away from kickoff in that game. And we're going to be getting the lineups through in about half an hour. And I'm already sitting there stressing about what I'm going to see. I reckon predicted 11 for you. Actually, let's do that while we've got a bit of time here at halftime. All right, hold on. Where's the Man United website? This might look a little yucky, but we're going to sit there and put our predictions in because you can put them in 90 minutes before kickoff. They're meant to close. Let's have a look. All right. Okay, where's the predictions things? Hold on. Here we go. Match center. Where's the predictions tab on this thing? More. All right. What's going on? Normally you can do this so easy. Fans advisory board. United app. Nothing. My United. Where's the predictions? Can you not do the predictions on the normal website? Apparently not. No, I don't want the store. I definitely don't want to be sending the Glazers any money. What do they want? All right. Apparently, I can't see the predictions. Why can't I not see the predictions? I've lost the plot here. I don't know where they are. Okay. Well, stuff that. That's obviously not working. My bad. My apologies. I thought that would work. All right. I'm going to do it on my phone instead while we've got it. Let's have a look. All right. Let's go to phone. Let's go to United predictions. Put in, if you're a United fan, tell me who you want to see starting in the starting lineup today. This is how I would like us to line up, but it's not going to happen. I think I'm going to do it now. Here we go. Where's my predictions? Predict the lineup. I'm going to go with Le Mans in goal, but I know it's not going to happen. But regardless, I'm just going to do it anyway. That is a lie. It's not. I don't like apps. Some of these apps just don't work very well. The Man United app is one that does not work very well. Every time I go to predict the lineup, it's not even within 90 minutes. It still won't let me predict. Either way, I think if I was managing Man United, I would have Le Mans in goal. I know he won't change formation, so I want to see Yoro right centre-back, De Ligt centre, Aiden Heaven left centre-back. I agree with Goldbridge. I'm sick of seeing Luke Shaw there. He's not the future. Bid him off and get someone new in. Dorgu's probably going to... Well, Dorgu might not because Dallo is always a risk here, but I'd be starting Dorgu left wing back. I'd start Ahmad right wing back. I'd play Casemiro and Mainu in the midfield. I'd play Bruno and Mbumo in the 10s, and I'd play Cunha up top. And I'd probably bench Šeško. But knowing Amarin, that will not happen. We'll have Bruno Fernandes in the middle of midfield again. It will wind me up the entire 2 hours watching it because it's just rubbish and it's not the future, so I don't know why he's doing it. And I'm predicting a 3-2 scoreline, just hoping that Brian Mbumo can repay some faith today. Otherwise, he might be making way for me in game week 8. Man of the match, I'm going to go Brian Mbumo and hope that he comes good. Let's whack it in. These are my predictions for later. Confirm that. And first scorer, select a player. Own goal for Man United. What's that paying? Own goal is our top goal scorer this season. Can I bet on an own goal? Actually, yes, you can bet on an own goal. I might do that in a second. Lineups. Who will you pick? It still won't let me pick. That's so stupid. What a stupid thing. That's all I have to say about that. Have United fans completely forgot about the squad leaks conveniently stopped after Rashford and Garnacho were dropped off memory? Yeah, they've completely gone, but it makes no difference now because we're just crap anyway, so it doesn't even matter if they leak the lineup or not. The funny thing is that all the other clubs know exactly what's going to happen. They know exactly what Man United are doing. Like, they all know how to play. They all know how Amarin's going to set up, and it's just a disaster. Like, it's just no good. We're too easy to play against. They need a miracle. They literally need a miracle. And I don't even know if it's possible to get a miracle at this point. What they need is me to manage the club. That's what they need. Someone with a football brain that realises that Bruno Fernandes is no good in the midfield. Doesn't matter which way you shape it, which way you cut it. He's just no good in the midfield. And the annoying thing is that if Amrin actually played him as like the 10, we'd probably be scoring more goals because Bruno would be scoring more goals. He'd be closer to goal. Like, instead, we're just sitting there worrying about this stuff that is just not possible. Yeah, it's the midfield. It's just diabolical midfield. It's really, really annoying to, like, watch. Week in, week out, it's painful to watch Man United. Being a Man United fan, what we used to be, what I would do to have prime Michael Carrick back, to have bloody Roy Keane, Paul Scholes, anyone that could actually do something in midfield, what do I do to see the return of them days? We needed something, Rahi. We definitely needed something. Belieber would have definitely been a decent help. Even if it's... Oh, exactly. They spent £200 million... They'd spent £200 million on players, realistically, that weren't at the highest level of need for the club. They have Ahmad, they have got Bruno, they've got Mount, they've even got bloody Joshua Zirkzee that could have played in one of those 10 roles. That's 4 players, and we bought another 2. And then we had Højlund, and yes, maybe Højlund's going to be much better now that he's not Man United and he's actually getting some service, because with Kevin De Bruyne feeding you the ball instead of the likes of Garnacho and that and Dalot, you're probably going to score a few more goals. And that's what we saw midweek in the Champions League. So I wish him well. I hope he does well. But it wouldn't surprise me if he pops off and he goes for big money somewhere else in a couple of years. Play Bluner at striker and triple captain if you're a manager. Believers had a terrible start to the season. Yeah, I know. I feel like the transfer speculations got to Belieber 100%, and he's been affected ever since. And now he's playing like crap. Maybe he's trying to tank his value so Man United don't have to pay that much for him in the summer. Or in January maybe. Who knows? Maybe it's a next level play. Amrin does need to change the system, maybe to the 2-pivot-1, because the pays for... Yeah, exactly. I actually think he'd be smart if he went to a 4-1-4-1. Because then you could have the 4 defenders. So you'd have your Dalit, Yoro. You could have your bloody Dallo at right back if you really want to bloody well persevere with him. In left back, you could have Aiden Heaven, Luke Shaw, Dorgu, whatever you want. Then you have the one in front of them, which would be Casemiro, most likely. Then in front of him, you can play Bruno and Mbumo in that 4. Then obviously Sesko in front. Then you can have Cunha to the left, and to the right, you can have Ahmad. Like, surely that's a better system than what he's trying to do at the moment. I don't know. That's what I'd do. I'd be trying something, because let's be honest, it's not working what he's doing, and it's painful to watch. Hey, Paul, how are you, buddy? The Pigeon isn't even playing yet. He's on the bench. The card called it. Card called it yesterday in the stream. Bench the Pigeon for good things. And at the moment, the card's right. Back three only work for centre because of the players. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It won't work for Amman with the likes of Casemiro. No, because they're so slow and immobile. It's horrible. In my opinion, Man United's problem isn't the formation of the manager. It's mainly most of the squad just not being runners. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That is also the other big problem, is that the squad in general are crap. Eric Ten Hag gutted that squad and replaced it with crap players that are not of Premier League standard. And unfortunately, Amrin and anyone else that follows him is going to be paying the price, because Sir Jim might think that they can challenge for Europe. Man United with that current squad are not challenging for anything other than a bottom 10 finish. I remember a couple of years back, I looked at the United squad and I just thought, that's it. Yep. Well, now you look at it and you go, is this a Manchester United squad? Because that's what I think. Manager needs to play 4-2-3-1 at Man United. Is the Pigeon a sell going forward? Yes, I think so, Paul Rogers. I'm probably going to sell him in game week 8. Great. And you, Darius, hope you're having a good start. I'm a very happy start. I mean, Semenyo, 18 points, Senesi 2. I'm on a green arrow, 6.8 million now rather than 7.7. So that's almost 900,000 spots gained. If Man United and Bowen can show up today, I'm on track, baby, to halve my rank this week. If they all show up today, it doesn't even matter what Haaland does. I'm going to be on for a good green arrow. Man United problem is midfield. It's woeful. It is. It is horrible. And defence, yeah. There's just so many problems. I mean, look at the goalkeeper. We spend 18 million on a goalkeeper. So put this into context and make it make sense to me, because I can't make it make sense. So Bindier cost the club £2 million, I think. £2 million from a Turkish side. I can't remember the Turkish side, but he cost £2 million. And they bought Le Mans for 18 mil. 18 mil. Why is he not starting? Like, he's got to be better, right? He cost 9 times more money than what Bindier cost. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I mean, just throw him in. He's either going to sink or swim. If he sinks, then he sinks. He's not going to be any worse than Flappy Bird or bloody clown banana unit that left the club a couple of weeks ago. I agree. I feel sorry for Bruno. Bruno looks like a man that's fed up and had enough. That's what it looks like to me. Because he's the only one who tries and has been trying since he joined. He's literally been carrying a dead horse by himself for the last 6 years. Yep, I agree. Shaw and Mount, yeah, Shaw's just... When you listen to him after games say, oh, that's not good enough, I was like, mate, you've got zero passion. Zero passion. You don't understand what it means to play for Man United, let's be honest. Same moved up to 2.4 mil. Very nice start. If, man, you get a pen, who do you want to take it? Brian and Boomo. Because he's lower owned than Bruno and it's going to get me more points and he's probably going to put it away. You guys should have focused on signing Emi Martinez and rebuilding the defence over the attack. I agree. Just the midfield. The midfield is what really needs replacing, let's be honest. He has to be better than Bayern Dier. I know. It has to be. I just don't understand. Why would you not play him? Why wouldn't you play him? Just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense to me at all. All right, I'm going to quickly go to the toilet. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, Shaw's definitely taking a piss. He's more interested about being fit for England this season than playing for Man United. I can give it the hot tip about that straight off the bat. Talked about passion and I missed De Gea now. I know, De Gea is so much better than bloody Flappy Bird. Imagine we let De Gea go for free and we bought Onana for £54 million. It's the biggest criminal thing that's ever happened at Manchester United was Eric Ten Hag absolutely cocking up the goalkeeper department. It was the next level cock up. That's the only way you can describe it, really. All right, perfect timing. I've found my shot glass as well. I washed it up and I was like, let's grab that on the way because if there's a third goal, it's time for a shot, let's be honest. All right, then for every Man United goal in that game, there'll be a shot and then every three in the other one. I don't think we'll get to three in the other one, but we'll probably get to another three between Arsenal and West Ham and Chelsea versus Liverpool with some luck. With some luck. Yeah, surely he starts this game week. You would think so. If Fernandez blanks, even with DC today, he'll be sold in droves and fall in price. I would agree. Native faith, I can definitely see it happening. Come on, Leeds, I need monies on the win. Yeah, I got money on the win. Nice. Good morning, Yawn. Spurs trash. Richie better not come on for a point. I know. I'll be quite glad if he does actually come on for a point because I've got him on the bench. So that will feel nice if that actually happens. Or you can just stay on the bench and then I'll be sweet because then old mate Mukiele might actually come off if someone misses out. I'm on a free hit and went and Bubo to fit Foden and Gordon into my midfield with Semenyo. Very nice, Paul. Good chance of pitching comes on. What shots you on? I'm on. Let's restart the timer. Let's go to the timer. Where are we at? Go there and open and start again. We should be counting up now. Yes, there we go. All right, timer's back on. Today we've got the timer correct, boys. That's very good news. All right, where are we at here? I need to go back to here. There we go. All right, we're good. Second half underway. Timer in the correct spot. Should have restarted, hopefully, on the stream with some luck. Yes, it has. Very good. I was just double checking. It definitely came through there, which is nice. Good chance to pitch. If I reach top 10 in the world on Game Week 18, would you have me on the show? Yes, 100%. I'm more than happy to get people on. I'm not an exclusive club. I try and get people on all the time. I've had Nightmare on and Gary on already this year. Hopefully you'll be able to get a few more people on between now and the end of the season as well. In fact, we've got plenty of time for guests on the channel this year, especially the live watch-alongs. I do want to try and organise it with some... Oh, my God! Spurs probably should have scored then. That was a great ball into the box there. First 90 seconds of this half. And really, probably should have been put away. I don't know who it fell to. I feel like maybe Tell might have missed it. But it was a perfect ball right across the 6-yard box and really should have been finished. Polinia's on the ground holding his hand. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, it was a ball in from Pedro Porro. And Darlow... Oh, okay. Darlow's actually just punched it clear and it's taken it away from Tell. All right, Tell had no chance on that one. No chance on that one. Mikel Arteta has found the gentle handling of Odegaard's balls before games has helped him regain his form. Interesting. That's interesting, Thomas. All right, have we got the lineups yet? No, there's still another 10 minutes away from coming out the lineups for the 3 p.m. games. I'll bring them to you as they come in. And we're going to see. There wasn't a resounding result one way or the other. 47% predicted a Spurs win. 27% predicted a Leeds win. And 24% predicted a draw. And at the moment, we're on track for the draw. But both teams look capable of scoring another goal. Oh, that's a great ball. Xavi racing away. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. He's trying to Rabona as a through ball through to whoever's out there on the left, and that was poorly cooked. That was a very poorly cooked Rabona. Oh, what a ball! Dominic Calvert-Lewin with a chance, and he's missed. Oh, he just does not know how to finish a biscuit. He doesn't know how to finish a biscuit. What a chance there for Leeds to go in front. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Oh, he's had another chance to put it across the 6-yard box and he can't connect with it. Oh, how does Andy think that he is a good asset? He is so bad. He can't finish to save his life. Oh, I mean, even his attempt to try and get his foot on the one that just went across the 6-yard box, and that was woeful. Okay, in his defense, the shot he did have was deflected, but I don't think it would have troubled the goalkeeper either way. I don't think he was beating the goalkeeper with that shot. He's just not a clinical striker. He's like the classic... He's got to be the least clinical striker in the league, I reckon. I'm trying to think of someone that's worse. Who's worse than Dominic Calvert-Lewin in terms of finishing shots? Maybe Beto. Maybe Beto's up there with him. Maybe that's the equivalent. It's between Beto and Dominic Calvert-Lewin for the worst finisher in the league, I reckon. He's just woeful. He can't finish a biscuit, honestly. What's more funny is that the likes of Højlund, McTominay and Rashford are all performing after leaving this Tin Pot club. I know. It's just sad. It's just sad. And his bad eyes are on DCL today. I know. He's like going, can I recommend him for the Game Week 8 content coming up? Can I do it? Can I do it? Oh, wow. Ampadu is definitely going to get booked for that. He's just taken Xavi out. Surely when this game comes to a halt, he's going to get booked there. I know who's worse than Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Oh, I forgot. My bad. I stand corrected. Yes. Joshua Zirkzee is worse. It's significantly worse than Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Significantly worse. That's not even a contest. I don't know who I'd want all day long, and it's definitely not Joshua Zirkzee. I'd actually be shocked. If I sat there, I think I would just cancel the watch along. If I got the lineups through and it said that Joshua Zirkzee was starting, I'm not here for this. I can't do 90 minutes of that. I wouldn't be able to stomach it. It would just wind me up. It would wind me up beyond wind-ups. Not many things wind me up, but the team selection winds me up from Ruben Amorim. Did Dominic Calvert-Lewin not have the worst conversion rate in the whole league last season? I think he did. It was pretty bad. Udogie put a great ball across the 6-yard box, but no one is there. No one's there to take advantage of that. He's done really well, does Udogie. He wanted someone to Udogie the ball into the net, but unfortunately there was no one there to do it. Also, that reminds me, I need to do that in a minute. Thoughts on free hit with all the bottom teams that play each other, e.g. Leeds, Burnley, Wolves, Sunderland, Brentford. I don't know if it's a week to free hit, Christian. I've definitely not contemplated it. I'm not sure. I feel like a lot of these games between like these clubs that we expect to like be near the bottom, I feel like they're going to be a lot of draws. And I feel like both teams are going to score in these draws. And remember, it's post an international break. Like, people do have a lack of rhythm when they come back. Ampadu's definitely getting booked here. That is definitely a yellow card. Yeah, Ampadu's getting booked. There we go. He just absolutely crunched into Pedro Porro, and Pedro Porro is now on the ground. Pedro Porro's gone diving into that really more than anything else. It's definitely a foul. He's definitely kicked him, but he's made the most of it. Dominic Calvert-Lewin can't hit a barn door from 2 yards. That is correct. Just waiting for that João Pedro stinker so that we can cook the cartel. Well, we'll be watching him later. We'll be doing the Chelsea-Liverpool game as well, and I'll be interested to see if he is any good in that game. I'll be interested to see if he starts, based on what Maresca basically said in his press conference. João Pedro obviously hasn't been called up by Brazil either, so he's obviously got some sort of an issue that's causing a few issues for him and Chelsea. He can't have been hurt that bad. I'm just watching the replay back. Oh, okay. It's a little bit worse on replay than it looked in real life. Not going to lie. It's a little bit worse than what yeah. I think VAR were actually checking to see if that was a red card, but it's definitely not a red card. He just caught him a little high. But if it got him any higher, it would have been in the conversation of a red card. If he doesn't start, then it's worse, though. These sheep will be following a dead end. Would Darwin be in the realm of Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Darwin Núñez. No, I think Darwin Núñez is a better finisher than Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Like, Dominic Calvert-Lewin just... It almost needs the ball to be on the line for Dominic Calvert-Lewin to score. Like, I didn't see his goal the other week. It was in the cup, wasn't it? He scored in the cup? Or did he score in the league? I can't remember. He scored a goal recently, and I was like, my God, it must have been one of the ones. It's just impossible to miss, because I can't see him putting the ball away. Can't see him putting the ball away. What's Xavi Simons doing? Not a hell of a lot at the moment. Pedro Porro might have to come off here. He doesn't look overly good, which would be highly annoying for owners, because he would go off before the 60-minute mark. He definitely doesn't look right. Which part of Australia do you live in? I live in the West Australia, Western Australia, near Kalgoorlie. If you look it up, it is the biggest man-made hole on earth. That's where I live. And they mine gold here. It's actually probably the richest area in the world in terms of what the land is actually worth, because there's pretty much gold on it. There's probably gold underneath my house. Lineups out. United versus Sunderland. Let's have a look. This is the moment of truth. This is the moment. Oh! Kudos of a free kick straight at Darlow. Darlow picks up an easy save there. All right, let's have a look. Moment of truth. How annoyed am I going to be? All right, Man United versus Sunderland, lineups. Okay, let's go here. All right. Okay, I haven't put him out. No, that's so annoying. Okay, I'm going to have to look. Still waiting for it to come through on here. Cunha subbed. Oh, no way. Cunha, maybe it's Bruno's in the 10. Maybe Bruno's in the 10. Oh. I can't see him yet. But if I've just read Dallo Ball in the chat, and that breaks my heart. Maybe I consider lineups to Arsenal, West Ham. No, they're still not there either. What the hell? Why can't I see him? That's so annoying. Actually, maybe I'll do it on here. Bear with me 1 second. All right, let's go to there. All right, let's have a look at the matches. Get that off. All right, matches. Where are we at? There we go. All right, Arsenal against West Ham. What are we looking at? Oh, they haven't updated them yet. Premier League need to sort themselves out. They've been technically out for 2 minutes. I still can't find it on here. All right, let's go back there. Go back. All right, let's have a look. Oh, Kudus. 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 He scored. Kudus has scored. It's a goal. It's 2-1 Spurs. Kudus has scored. He's having a Semenyo goal. He's having a Semenyo day. Kudus having a big night at the office. 2-1. The missus has got Kudus in her team. Unbelievable. There it is. So Leeds have conceded again and Spurs retake the lead. All right, who got the assist? All right, who got the assist? Pedro Porro with the assist. Porro with the assist. That's going to make some people happy. Oh, I mean, Darlow, where's Darlow going? Darlow's just going the wrong way. Okay, it got a deflection. It got a deflection. To be fair, I don't think there's much he could have done about that. There's not much he could have done about that. 2-1 to Spurs. Kudus with the goal. Nice deflection there has helped him out. And that's the way it's gone. Very nice. I visited Australia once, was in Gold Coast. I asked for some water at a bar. A big man next to me told me in Australia, animals drink water. We humans, we drink beer. They'll be out soon, 1 hour. Yep, just hope no bind here. Lemon starting. Let's go. Kudus goal. Cunha drop for Mount. What? Mount's in for Cunha. Oh, Bruno's still in the midfield. Oh, Peter, don't tell me. I've got Dallo ball. I've got Bruno in the midfield. At least I've got Lamons in goal. But my God, 2 of the 3 things I didn't want to see happening are happening. That's criminal. That's criminal. What's the goalkeeper doing? Yeah, I think the deflections definitely caught him by surprise there. Send you the lineup on PC, Darius. Have a look at it. Some interesting stuff. Some dodgy goal again. Kudus can stay. Porro assist. Porro on my bench. Love to see it. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. I'm not even going to lie. That's pretty rough. All right, let's have a look. You doggy. Oh, you doggy. Oh, Kudus could have been in for a second. Oh, no, it's offside. It's offside. It's offside. All right, let me have a look. Rahi sent me the details. Let me have a look. All right, here we go. All right, Man United, it's Lamons in goal. You're a right centre-back. At least he's got that bit right. Mateus de Ligt, centre-back. Luke Shaw, still in the team. Oh, dear. Oh, no, no, no. No. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I can't. Dallo at left wing back is the worst player to put there. Oh, this dude's got no clue. Just sack him. Just sack him. I've had enough. How is that man getting a game? How is he getting a game? Calvert-Lewin missing it while getting close, but oh no, no, no. I said Casemiro will be in the midfield. But we've got to suffer. We've got to suffer Dallo at left wing back today. That's just ridiculous. That actually makes me angry. I don't get angry, but that makes me angry. I'm sick of seeing that idiot in the team. If I was in Manchester, I'd break his leg so he couldn't play. I wouldn't, but I'd put something in his food to make him sick every time there was a game so he couldn't play. He'd be shitting himself for the duration of the game and then it'd come off. That way he could never take the field. I'm sick of him. I can't stand him. He's such a bad player. Also, it's a shot because it's 3 goals as well. That'll make it feel a bit better. Let's do a shot for Dallo starting for Man United again. Amarin, when will he learn? He will never learn. He wants to get sacked. He wants to get sacked. I'm at 9K in the world right now. Keep it going, baby. I'm assuming you've got Kudus, or you've got Porro, or you've got both. That's people, Semenyo and Kudus that I have, and I have 9. Oh, no, MF said that's unfortunate. Yeah, Kudus, huge. I mean, the cartel don't have Kudus, which is quite funny. I mean, they could have had Kudus, but instead they all plumped for your boy, Ilian and Dye, because Ilian and Dye is going to score multiple points. He has multiple routes to points because Everton win a penalty every game, did you not know? And essentially they have forgone the Kudus for the brilliance that is Ilian and Dye. Is Torgu starting? No, the travesty that is, and I thought this might happen. Dallo Ball is starting at left wing back because Amarin's got an absolute no brain in his brain. He's got no clues. He's got no clues. Have Kudus and Semenyo this week, but also have Cunha and Pigeon. Oh, I'm assuming that's on field, Peter. Come on, DCL. Where did you go? Where are you? No, Dorgu's not starting. He's on the bench. There's half an hour here for me. Might take the early punt. Not sure whether to go with Kudos or Enzo. I'd go Enzo. Chelsea's fixtures are better than Tottenham's over the preceding next 6 weeks. That's the reasoning behind that. Dorgu left wing back. Mount left 10. Yeah, no width from the left. 100%. Dallo can't cross the ball to save himself on the right, let alone put him on the left. It's like literally playing with a witch's hat that does nothing. I'm quickly becoming Amarin out. Sick of these stupid lineups. I agree. He's killing himself for the fans. The fans have lost all trust in him. They've lost all trust in Ruben Amarin because he does stupid decisions like playing Dallo at left wing back, and no one likes it. Someone just needs to tell him. Wilcox needs to pull Amarin into his office and say, you're not picking him, mate. I don't care what you say. You're not picking him. He's a crap footballer. He's no good. Just be honest with him. Someone do something. Put me out of my misery. Could have started Malacia since he's reintegrated into the squad. Oh, don't get me started on that. That's even worse. But he's actually probably better than Dallo on the left. I'll give him that much, but it's not by much. D-Unit to go all Roy Keane. If Ruben walked in here and would grab him and go, why are you playing Dallo, mate? I would tell him. I would tell him straight up, why the hell are you picking this idiot? Did you see how we conceded the second goal against Brentford? Like, where was he running to? I would honestly be injured. I don't know where he runs. I don't actually know what Dallo's doing in a game of football. I wouldn't be able to tell you. Every time he goes past the halfway line, I don't know what he's doing with the ball, and I kind of expect him to either give the ball away or cross it miles out of bounds for a goal kick. That's essentially what I expect from him every single time. He's not actually capable of doing anything else. He's no good. He's no good as a footballer. His level was Italy. He peaked in Italy for AC Milan because, unfortunately, like a lot of Man United players, they are not good enough for the Premier League, and they're definitely not good enough for Man United. No good. No good. Amram picks personalities, not players. I mean, I don't know why he even picks the personalities, because the personality... Dallo sits there and gets excited and starts high-fiving people 5 minutes into a game because he won a header. Like, come on, mate. Not even my team that are under 10s do that. That's embarrassing. That's what that is. Embarrassing. Not going to lie, the Sunderland lineup looks strong. It does. It does. I think it's hopefully come through now. I'll have a... All right, Xavi pushing through here. Xavi with a great ball out to Kudus. Kudus to Xavi. Xavi flicked over to Porro. Porro has gone for a shot and he's got it horribly wrong. Dallo was so wasteful. This the same Dallo that rinsed Trent at Anfield last season. I know. I still don't know what happened. I don't know what that says about Trent. But if Dallo is rinsing you and makes you look bang average, you must be really bad at defending, because I think I could defend Dallo with my eyes closed and probably in a wheelchair. No offense to anyone that's in a wheelchair, but I think you'd probably be able to cover Dallo quite easily because he's a crap footballer. But they call Dallo Portuguese Cafu. Yeah, I mean, nah, he's not. Got Dorgo and Gabonson first bench. Feels bad, man. Oh, that's unlucky. Got Semenyo, Kudus and Porro. Let's go. All three return this game week. Very sexy price. Very sexy. Like it. Imagine Maino is from Portugal. He would play every game somehow. Exactly. Why is he not playing? Why is he not getting a game? He's our best midfielder we have at the club, and Amrin refuses to start him. He refuses to start him. Like, why is he refusing to start him? I don't understand it. Don't understand it. Hello, Amza. How are you, buddy? Also, that timer is not counting up how I thought it was going to go. It has not gone to 90 minutes. Hold on. I wonder if I can fix that. Bear with me. I've just seen that. Sorry. But, yeah, technically that's going to 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's really stupid. Why has it done that? Hold on. Bear with me one second. I'm going to quickly draw that down and put that in there. That's really annoying. Okay, I'm going to see if I can fix that. Maybe I can do it in the minutes. Hold on. All right. Timer mode. Count up from 0. Timer style. All right. That's really weird. Why is it? What a stupid timer. What a stupid timer. There's got to be an easy way of doing this. All right. That's unfortunately how it's going to look. I've got to try and work out how to fix this up. All right. I'm going to leave it for now. When it hits an hour and 30, that's 90 minutes. That's really annoying. Why is it not just going up in minutes until it gets to 100? Add time, value minutes. Oh, so I can add time there. Why is it counting up in hours? All right. Wonder if I can fix it out. Stop timer, count up from 0. Saving restarts the timer. All right. I'm not sure why that's done that. I'll look into that after this game. I'll see if I can fix it for the next watch along at 10. That's really weird. I'm not sure why it's done that. I apologize. I'm not sure why it's counting like that. I thought it was going to go to 90 minutes, but it's going to 1 hour and 30 instead. You get it. 1 hour and 30, that's when it's full time. Kudos racking up 3 bonus points as well. Yeah, he's on track for a big score. He'd be on... He's on a yellow card, no clean sheet, so he's on the goal, 2 appearance points, 7, 6, 9. He's on 12 points at the moment. 12 points at the moment. When sorry if Dallo scores, you have to try your best not to celebrate it. I'll be disgusted if Dallo scores. Because that will say everything that's wrong about Sunderland. There's no way Dallo's scoring. Mukiele is going to be playing on the right-hand side of Sunderland's defence, and he's going to boss the crap out of Dallo. It's not possible that he... Yeah, I just can't see that happening. Oh, the ref, get out of the way, mate. Get out of the way. The ref's just played the best chest control you've seen all day. He's literally chested that down perfectly to himself. Unbelievable. We play a wide system with no players that can provide decent crosses exactly. I mean, they've got Ahmed out there today on the right wing back, so at least he does know how to put the ball into the box. Love Kudos, but Pigeon and Van de Ven, I know. Hope he doesn't come on as Mukiele comes off the bench. He might do, but this reeks of like an 85th minute substitution of the Pigeon on, I reckon. I heard last week that Amrin takes a backseat in training and only talks to the senior players, i.e. Bruno, Shaw, Dalot. Yeah, I heard that as well, Peter. I read that this week and I was like, why? Why? Let's go, Tanaka. Pass the ball to DCL. Nick doesn't have either Kudos or Semenyo. Rant video incoming. I love it. Oh, yes. Yes, Shushan. If you are joining the podcast later, make sure you ask Trig why he doesn't have either of those 2 players. Check out the Arsenal West Ham lineups. If Dallo scores, you're taking 2 shots to that goal 100%. All right. Hopefully the lineups have now been added to the game so I can bring them to you. Let's have a look. All right, yes. For Arsenal, it is Raya in goal. Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, exactly the back 4. Oh, it's almost a chance there. And someone's put it wide. I think it's Longstaff's put it just wide. So it's Timber, Saliba, Gabriel is fit to start, and Calafiori, Odegaard, Rice, Eze, Saka, Gyökeres, and Trossard. And then for West Ham, it's Areola in goal, Juve, Kilman, Mavropanos, Wan-Bissaka's back into the lineup. Magasa, however you say his name, in defensive midfield. Then it's Somerville, Paqueta, Fernandez, Bowen, and Fulkrug up top. On the bench, it is Kepa, Mosquera, White, Martinelli, Norgard, Wanyeri, Marino, Zubamendi, Lewis Skelly, and for West Ham, it's Hermanson, Walker Peters, Igor Julio, Wilson, Gulliherm, Rodriguez, Skulls, Potts, and Marshall. And now officially the lineups of Man United and Sunderland. It is Lamons in goal, Yoro, De Ligt, Shaw, Ahmad, Casemiro, Bruno and Dallo. And Mbumo, Mount and Sheshko up front. And for Sunderland it is Roofs in goal, Masuaku, Alderete, Mukiele and Hume in the defence. Sadki, Zaka, Adringa, Lafi, Traore and Isidore up front. And on the bench, it is Bindia, Maguire, Cunha, Xerxes, Dorgu, Ugarte, what have I done there? Heaven, Diego Leon and Kobe Mainu. And for Sunderland, it's Patterson, Neal, Ballard, Gia Taruda, Talby, Brobby, Rig, Mayenda, and O'Neill. Whoever the hell O'Neill is. There you go. Yes, thank you very much, Rahi. Mosquito on the bench. Saliba starts, yeah. I'm not surprised Saliba's starting. I thought he would. I'm surprised that Gabriel is, but there we go. He is starting. So, here we go. Here comes the Pigeon. 72 minutes on the clock. The Pigeon is about to come on for Mateus Tell. Any Pigeon owners in the building that have him on field, you could still get lucky. He's going to have 18 minutes here to do something against Leeds. 18 minutes to do something against Leeds. Tell's first goal was a good goal. I mean, he probably should have had two. Does anybody know what is the average number of Arsenal defenders per FPL team? I want to know if I should be happy if Timber Saka get a clean sheet. I'd say the average is about 1.5 would be the honest answer. Or at least 1. I would say at least 1. It's probably over 1. It's probably between 1 and 1.5. All right, so Saar and the Pigeon are on for Tell and Xavi Simmons, who has just been substituted out of the game. So unfortunately, if you're a Xavi owner, he is blanked again. Unfortunately. That's very annoying for any Xavi owners. I'm on a bench boost with Kudus, Pigeon, and Van de Ven. Well, if you're very happy about the Kudos haul. Pigeon's now got a chance to do something. Poro's down holding his leg again. And Poro's just milking the clock here, I think. Kudos actually an underrated asset, but the cartel won't mention him. Yeah, I think he's all right. Yeah, the Pigeon is on for a one-pointer now. Officially on for a one-pointer. Luke still hasn't got back to me about the pigeon emoji. Paying extra for Xavi and he does nothing. I know. That's frustrating, isn't it? It's peak FPL, that. Sometimes it is just better to go with the cheaper option. Like this year, the cheaper options have done so good as well. Like, let's be honest. Like Ismail Assar, 6.4. Kudus, 6.6, 6.7 now? He's going to go up probably to 6.8 after today's game. Semenyo obviously started at 7, now up to 7.8. Enzo started at 6.5, up to 6.7. Like, yeah, there's so many good assets this year that are cheaper than the expensive ones and are actually delivering more points than the expensive ones. And yeah, even if you look at Anthony from Burnley, started at 5.5 up to 5.7. The dude's just doing so good. He's been super good, super effective, super good for Burnley through the first 6 game weeks as well. I actually think he's a strong chance to return again in game week 7 as well, if I'm being brutally honest. Oh, the Pigeon has just clattered into someone. Will he give away a yellow card for that? No, he's not. Ref's being lenient. I thought he was going to get booked for that. I was like, how fancy that, coming off the bench and getting booked and getting a 0-pointer. That would be highly annoying for anyone that has him actually on the field. I mean, he'll probably be pretty good here. I mean, he's fresh. He's probably better when he only plays a certain number of minutes because he's one of those players that does ridiculously tire, like during the course of a game. Like when it comes to 90 minutes and he's still on the field, you don't feel very confident about having him on the field anymore. Come on, surely Mbumo's going to do something today. Surely he's going to do something today. He has to. He has to. Surely. Surely, surely, surely. I missed the end of the deadline stream. How late did you sub the pigeon out? Pretty late. I feel like it was the last 5 or 10 minutes. People kept on saying about the pigeon, and there was a few people also came in and the card kept on saying bench the pigeon. So I did. I followed the card's advice, and I don't know. At the moment, you can say whatever you want, but that is some luck that finally has gone my way so far. Provided, obviously, it doesn't do anything now in the next 15 minutes, but it is looking relatively fruitful at this moment in time that it was a good benching by the card. But I take no credit for that. I was going to play him. So I hadn't actually considered that he would be benched. So that goes to show how knowledgeable I am. Maybe he actually is physically incapable of playing that many minutes, which is quite possible. Definitely quite possible. A man just came back from an absolutely crap golf session and saw Kudos got a goal. So annoying. Yeah, I know. A goal and an assist, Avi. Can you believe it? He's on track for 12 points. If it wasn't for that yellow card, he'd be on track for 13. So at least that's 1 point that's not hurting us. There's still a chance for him to get sent off here. Because he's still on the field. He followed the card's advice in benching Pigeon, but didn't with captaining Haaland. That's because the card was wrong about the captaincy last week, Rahi. What's in the late mail is always correct. And the late mail said Phil Foden captaincy, and I'm sticking by it. If the card gets the captaincy call wrong in the late mail, it's officially off the good list for me. Either that or it's officially trolling me this year. But based on the fact that Pigeon was benched, maybe it's starting to come good for me at long last. Glad you're getting some luck. By your luck this season, he'll get an injury time hat-trick. Yeah, I know. It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Right, Leeds are making some subs here. Goodmonson and... Goodmonson's off. And so is Okafor. And on comes Piore and Emcha. I don't even know how you say that guy's name, but it's something like that. Today's game is such a difficult one to say what I want. United wins and Amarin gets humiliated against Liverpool. United draw or lose, he gets a sack or international break. I don't think he's getting sacked regardless. Unless Sunderland batter us like 4-0 or something like that, I think he stays regardless of whether we win, lose or draw. I just don't see him getting sacked during the international break unless it's a horrendous result today. It would have to be utterly horrendous, I think, for it to happen. But then we're probably lurching into the Liverpool game. And let's be honest, that game could also be anything. But the only good thing I'll say about it is at least Liverpool aren't in very good form themselves. So we might actually get a little lucky and we might not get absolutely battered. But my money would be on us getting absolutely battered. Funny that I didn't get Richarlison in game week 1 because Solanke is back soon. It's 7 game weeks later and Solanke is nowhere to be found. I know. Koala Bear's close. But yeah, Solanke, I'll never again. I'll never ever talk about that player coming into anyone's team ever again. Last season, he had his one shot of glory and he absolutely cooked it. He cooked that one shot of glory. It was such a pathetic effort. Never again. Never again. Seeing that United defence, surely United concede. Oh, 100% they concede. They're like Fulham's defence. They just don't know how to keep a clean sheet. Don't know how to keep a clean sheet. And I wouldn't even say we've been unlucky not to keep a clean sheet. Against Arsenal, potentially you could say we're unlucky because Arsenal really created nothing until Flappy Bird gave them a goal pretty much. But, I don't know. It's hard to get excited about us. It's very, very hard to get excited about us. But it should be good. I've got a feeling that this is my week. Even though Kudos has got a good haul for some people, I reckon today, and Mbumo's going to repay some faith. And Mbumo's going to repay some faith in the D-Unit's ideology. And man, if they win another penalty and Bruno takes it and misses again, I will literally sit there. I'll sell him. I'll sell him tonight. I will not tolerate that. That'll be like 30-odd points he would have cost me by himself. And then for whoever else wins it. Yeah. Maybe Le Mans puts up a man of the match performance. Could do. Wasn't Amarin a centre-back? Weird the mess he makes at the back. I know. It's like he just really rates his system. He just refuses to accept that it's not working. If United keep a clean sheet, you take a shot. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I can get around that. I can definitely get around that. I mean, if we keep a clean sheet, we're halfway to actually winning the game. Also, United's stats since Amron arrived, in terms of if we concede the first goal, we pretty much suck. So the first goal in this game against Sunderland is pivotal. If it is a Manchester United goal, I think Man United win. If Sunderland get the first goal, I think we lose. I think that's how pivotal the first goal in this game is. That's how crucial it is. Oh, Metcha. Okay, yep. Very nice, Com. Thank you. Come on, Leeds. Let's get an equaliser. I don't know why I want a Leeds equaliser. I just think I do because they're playing Spurs. No other reason. Normally I'd be like singing, we all hate Leeds scum, we all hate Leeds scum, we all hate Leeds scum, we all hate Leeds scum. But alas, today it's Spurs. Amron thinks that his system is the solution to every problem. That's borderline insane. I mean, doing the same thing over and over is definitely the recipe for insanity, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is, isn't it? All right, we're into the last 7.5 minutes here of the game before injury time. Can Leeds cook up an equaliser? Will we get a fourth goal? Will the Pigeon get a breakaway goal? Will he reward patient managers? Unlike me, who just benched him. I mean, if Jared Bowen scores today, man, just imagine all the blanks that Jared Bowen will be creating and no one owns him except me. Well, other people obviously own him, but 6.5% ownership compared to the percentage of owners that own an Arsenal defender, it will be the most celebrated goal of the game week if he scores today. Nick is on 2 points, Jesus. It's about time his luck ran out. Let's be honest. He's been exceptionally lucky. And now the luck is deserting him. That's what we love to see. Long may it continue. Long may it continue. Who's he got? He bought in Saka, didn't he? He bought in Saka. Have you noticed how crap Liverpool signings have been so far? And the only one who's been half decent is Ekatike. And people didn't rate him. Everyone else have been... Yeah, I know. They don't seem like they've found any chemistry or been able to work together to do anything at the moment. All right, has anyone hit the DC points in this game yet? Let's have a look. I feel like the second half has not been as chaotic as the first half. Let's have a look. Who's closing in? All right, Kudus is leading the way with 3 bonus points. Then it's Tell with 2 and Okafor with 1. And no one's hit the DC contributions except Bogle, who's on 11. Bentacor's on 9, Romero's on 8, but at the rate this is going, maybe they won't get there. Interesting. You doggy with a nice little run, but gets nowhere. The fans are getting a little restless at Leeds. They're getting a little restless. They want a bit more action. What a name, Tanaka. Is he Japanese? He looks Japanese. Oh, that's a really woeful ball from whoever that was. Jack Harrison, that's probably why you've been starting on the bench, mate. That was woeful. Oh. All right, here we go. Leeds are definitely pushing. Spurs are letting them have all the ball. But let's be honest, Spurs are not needing to do very much. Oh, wow. Van de Ven, what's he doing there? That was pretty woeful defending. Wow. Bogle has overcooked the cross into the box. He cooked it. I mean, Van de Ven, I don't know what he was doing then. He was trying to see the ball out of play and just literally got penny pinched. That was a very bizarre sequence of play. Very bizarre sequence of play. I'm pretty sure the Tottenham fans are singing, "We all hate Leeds scum, we all hate Leeds scum, we all hate Leeds scum." I just think about, "We all hate Spurs, we all..." The pigeon! The pigeon! Pigeon shot! Oh, it's just gone wide. It's just gone wide. He's almost eked out an opportunity. He's had a shot at least. That's more than he had last week. I don't even recall him having a shot last week. Yeah, he almost burst in. I was getting a bit concerned there for a second. If Haaland can score a 90 minutes twice, so does DCL. Let's go, DCL. You never know. It's a corner to Spurs. Wow, there's only been 3 corners in the whole game. 3 corners in the entire game. That's mad. I actually can't believe that. I thought there'd been more. Damn it, Pigeon, do something, you prat. Here we go. All right, Pedro Porro about to whip this one in. Porro on corners because obviously Xavi's not on. What's happening here? Oh, no. The Leeds fans are getting a bit excited. They're chucking missiles at Pedro Porro. Typical Leeds fans. Typical. Now he's laughing at him for throwing stuff. It's just all a bit of banter, isn't it? They've just wasted a minute here by chucking stuff at him. What goons? You're behind. Let him get on with it and take it. Hey, Porro with one of the worst corners you ever see. One of the worst corners you ever see. That was deplorable. All right, here we go. Some more subs. Brennan Johnson's coming on for Spurs. And Jaden Bogle's coming off for James Justin, I think. I think it's James Justin anyway. Yep, James Justin's on for Bogle for the last 2 minutes before we hit injury time. And Brennan Johnson is... No, he hasn't come on for Spurs yet. Wonder who he's going to come on for. He'll probably come on for Kudus, I would have thought. Who else is out there? Because they took Xavi off. Yeah, you'd imagine that's who he's coming on for. I don't think they actually made that sub yet. I think they're delaying it so they can waste more time in a second with another sub. Which is quite clever when you're trying to disjoint the game. Dominic Calvert-Lewin jumps up. Oh, he's actually touched that one back pretty well this time. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, man. He should have scored in this game. He's just... Here we go. Back stick, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Header. Vicario. And free kick. Free kick on someone. Don't know who that was. I think it was maybe a free kick on a challenge on Vicario, potentially. It's a bit soft. Yeah, I don't know what he's given a foul. Goalkeeper's protected species. Here we go. All right, Kudus is off. Anyone that's scared of more Kudus, a bigger Kudus haul, he's officially off the ground. Johnson's come on for Kudus, as I thought might happen. Lennon Haaland had the great Esteve assisting him, though. I know. Oh, man, that Esteve, painful. That was painful. He stole my Foden goal as well, which was highly frustrating. Hello, Kevy. How are you, buddy? How are you doing? Gutted I missed your last couple of streams. You're all good. We're going to be finishing this one up in about 10 minutes. I'm going to have a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back for the 4.5 hours straight, where we'll dissect the Arsenal and West Ham games and the Man United versus Sunderland games and all their, hopefully, glory for my team. But there's every chance that we're talking about a Sunderland win in about a couple of hours' time, let's be honest. Kudus, Semenyo, Porro, good first 3 players for me. That is a very nice first 3 players. What a way to start a week. I think you'd be close to 30 points from that. That's 18, 12, 30, 35. 35 points from 3. That's amazing. What a start. What a start. Hopefully it keeps going that way, B. Hopefully it keeps going that way, bud. All right, we're into injury time. We're into the first minute of the 6 allotted minutes. So Spurs just have to get through another 5 minutes to claim the win. And the 47% that predicted a Spurs win at the moment are looking pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Yeah, Vicario hasn't actually had that much to do. I don't even know if he's made enough saves to actually get a save point, has he? Saves. Vicario's made 2. Darlow 1, according to this. Is that correct? Is this accurate? All right, let's have a look. Anyone close to the DC now? All right, Ampadu's up to 11, Bentancur 12, Pedro Porro's up to 8, Romero's up to 8. I don't know if they're going to get the extra 2. Not when Strike's putting it out for a goal kick rather than a corner. Unlucky. That's very unfortunate. I have Semenyo, Kudas, Petrovic. Really happy with my week. Dorgu benched and Bruno about to ruin it. I mean, imagine if Bruno misses another penalty in this game. I don't even think about it. It's not even worth contemplating, that is. It's just, I feel like it could potentially happen as well. That's the annoying thing. 30 points from 2 players. Excellent start. Yes, Donald McDonald. That's what we love to hear about. We love to hear about that. I mean, I'm pretty happy with mine. 20 from 2. Jared Bowen gets a goal in the next game. All of a sudden, that's going to be worth... It might only be worth 9 points in reality to my team, but in reality, it could be worth a boatload because if he scores and blanks all those Arsenal assets, my God, that would be the best. The best. That looked like it went out. All right. Spurs only need to navigate another 3 minutes here to win the game, and Vicario's literally just gifted it straight back to Darlow. They're playing ping-pong in the goals. Is Darlow going to do the exact same thing back? Oh, my God, he's tried. Calvert-Lewin with a head-on. Calvert-Lewin almost with an assist. Oh, what a good save from Vicario there. Great save. It was Priore with the shot, and it really tested Vicario there in goal. Dominic Calvert-Lewin actually with a fantastic headed on, and Vicario forced into a great save. And I think that's his save point. Pretty sure it's his 3rd save. Yes, it is. That will be his 3rd save. So Vicario's going to get an extra point for that save. Good save. Needed. Who would you want to replace Amarin? I like Glasner. I feel like Glasner would be good for the same thing. Foden extra motivated after being set up for the England squad. Have him captain too. It's got to be his week, man. He loves Brentford. He loves playing against Brentford. Some players just love certain teams, and Phil Foden loves playing against Brentford, especially at the G-Tech. Oh! Oh. I was going to say, Strauch's just missed one from inside the 6-yard box, but I think it's actually a Tottenham player that's headed it out for another corner. And it is. You doggy. Oh, no, it is off Strauch, but he's... Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there. Either way, it's another corner for Leeds. They're pushing here. We're into the last 100 seconds of the game, according to what's been allotted for injury time. Can Leeds conjure a miracle? Daniel Farks and the Ruben Amorim pose on the touchline, hoping that something goes in, and it's not going to go in with that. Van de Ven, no, it was Paulinho, heads it clear. Romero, was that a block? I don't know. Pigeonholing someone to the ground. Strauch's complaining with his arms on the floor. Nothing doing. And it's been checked and cleared by VAR. The no handball there. Best football live stream on YouTube. Thank you very much, Wayne. That's the idea to hopefully get that into position at some point. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has just literally gifted him the next minute of wasted time because he's just pushed Paulinho into Vicario, and they are milking it for all it is worth. Actually, it's Metchard that's done it. They are milking it for all it's worth. I mean, there was a collision, but it's nothing to sit there and roll around on the ground for because, yeah, nothing in that. Stroud complaining for a penalty, but there's no way it's a penalty. Pigeon just used his superior body strength and put him to the floor. Very good defending, actually, to be fair, from the Pigeon. And Bumo giving more than 2 points would be nice today. Also have 0 Arsenal assets. Just Raya, so not sure how to feel. Beat the -8 points so far after -12 in hits. 4 from Xavi and Senesi so far. 31 points from 23 points safety score. Whew. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Beat this. -8 points so far after -12 in hits. 4 from Xavi and Senesi so far. Oh, Oh, my bad. I've read that wrong. Sorry, Philippe. I've read that horribly wrong. I thought you were saying I'm on 31 points and my safety score is 23. And I was like, oh, who else have you got played? And then I just realized that you're on -8. Sorry, bud. That sucks. Poro on 9 DC. I know. I don't think he's going to make it. Unless there's some late dodgy stuff that goes on again for Poro, I don't think he's going to hit the 10. All right, we're past the 6 minutes now. Whoever's got the ball in their hands is milking the clock for all it's worth, taking about 30 seconds to wipe the ball with a cloth, and he's just holding it upfield. That's got to be the game, surely. And Johnson's just hacked it down the other end. How's there time to take this goal kick? We're into the 7th minute now. Will he get the DC point you need off here? No, that's the end of the game. No DC points for Romero or for Pedro Porro as of that game, the game officially concluding. That is the end of the game. It's finished 2-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. So they've got the win. They've had to take the lead twice to get it done. But that's it. They've done it. Boom, bow. There we go. That's the end of the game. 2-1 Tottenham. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. No way Romero on 9. This is what Dan Burn was like last week. Dan Burn on 9. I was like, are you kidding me? He lets Gabriel go for the goal. Gabriel somehow doesn't give away the penalty. Somehow doesn't get sent off for the fisticuffs of Voldemort's face. And then he headers on my man that was picking him up in the 96th minute. Like, you just can't make that kind of nonsense up. It doesn't matter how hard you try. It's just impossible to make that kind of stuff up. Will there be overnight changes for DC by any chance? There is sometimes. There could be some late additions. Yeah, sometimes they take him away though. So you could get lucky. He could get 10. But realistically, it's on 9 at the moment. He'd be lucky if he gets 10 from here. Lucky if he gets 10 from here. Yeah. That's highly frustrating. I know what that feels like. Like last week, I was like that with all my players. They're all stuck on like 11 or 9. Bruno was stuck on 11. Dan Burn was stuck on 9. Oh, Poro's made 10. Poro's now on 10, I believe. According to this, I've just refreshed it. Poro's on 10. Romero's on 9. So if you've got Poro, you're on for a 7-pointer. At the moment you are anyway. At the moment you are. And man, DCL just gave me 2 points. While best better than a single point. Romero is useless. They'll find a defensive contribution from Romero from somewhere, no doubt. Well, they've obviously found one for Poro because he's now somehow magically on 10. I mean, the last time this happened, he somehow found 4 late ones post the game finishing. So I feel like whoever's got in control of those numbers has got Pedro Porro in their team, and they're like, oh, we'll give him one. I'll get that 2 points. I'll put money on it. Because, yeah, it was well on 9 and now it's officially on 10. They sometimes add DCs after games, so let's hope. Yes, you're still waiting for a Romero one, but if you are after a Pedro Porro one, he has finished on 10. So he's now got a 7-pointer. So he's got the 2 for the appearance, 3 for the assist, 2 for the defensive contributions. I don't think he's featuring in the bonus points, though, so he's only getting 7. So, yeah, let's have a look. So it's Kudus with 3 bonus points, Tell with 2, and Okafor with 1. Yeah, Poro's nowhere near the bonus points, even with the defensive contributions points added. And Romero stranded on 9. So is Longstaff, he's on 9. Goodmonson's on 8. Stack, again, nowhere near the 12. Still don't know why the cartel were peddling Stack like he was the best thing since sliced bread. He's done absolutely nothing since they recommended him, which is hilarious. $37 from 3, any good? I would suggest that's really damn good. Yuchidan, that's really good. 37 from 3, I'll be pretty happy with that. I'm assuming you've had Semenyo, Kudus, and Pedro Porro, would be my guess. If that is the case, you've had a very, very nice start to the game week. 37 from 3 is what the dreams of FPL are all about. long may it continue. Hopefully the rest of your team goes really good. Hopefully the other 8 players can do you a solid and you can get a massive 100-pointer this week. That would be nice. Which game are you watching after this? I'm watching both. I'll be watching both at the same time. Yeah. So I'll be watching both at the same time. I'll have Arsenal versus West Ham on the left-hand side of my monitor. And on the right-hand side, I will have the Man United versus Sunderland game. And if anyone's wondering what kind of monitor I've got a Samsung 57-inch Odyssey monitor. So I've got decent size screens. Well, I just split it in half and I have one on one side, one on the other. It's actually nice when there's only 2 games because I can watch them both. Normally on the Goal Rush, there's 4 going on and I can't watch them all. I normally watch like the Goal Rush game, one other game I'm interested in, and then I just cover all the goals as they come in. Kudos Semenyo Senesi here. Very nice. Very nice. Crashy T. 21 with 3. Damn Pigeon contributing nothing. The dumb bird. Thanks, bro. You too. Fingers crossed and Boomo comes good for you. I hope so as well. All right, guys. I'm going to have a quick 15-minute break. I'll be back at 10 to 3 UK time, or if you're in Australia, 10 to 10 time. I'm going to have a quick break, make myself a proper drink, come back, and then we've got Man United versus Sunderland, Arsenal versus West Ham live. I'm going to end this stream here. Thanks very much for joining this one. I'll be back for the 3 p.m. watch along. Make sure you watch it. It is starting in about 15 minutes, and I will see you all there. So yes, I'll be back. See you very shortly. Thanks for watching. That's been